Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 2 for 1 Special Podcast. My name Randall, and with me, as always, my boy LJ and the OG Daddy himself, man. Y'all go ahead and say what up to these folks, man.
What's
What
up? What's
up?
up?
All right, everybody. Now, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. Now, which one y'all want to start first? Yeah, I want to start with the Browns trading Flacco and making Shador QB2 because of because the community kind of pressuring them to make him QB2. Or y'all gonna talk about LeBron baiting the entire world?
Um,
Where we gonna start off first?
I just have a question. Um, does anybody know who's leading the AFC North?
I don't know.
He gone. It's the Broncos.
No, AFC North.
Oh, Steelers into.
Oh,
Yeah.
and who's the quarterback for the Steelers?
Yeah. You saw that second game he had.
What's he done since?
Not that much.
I mean, they're 3-1.
Yeah. Against. Hold on. Let me read the
You
opponents.
just face the facts that Aaron Rodgers is needed
No,
a
I would say he's less washed than Russell Wilson. I'll say that.
Russell Wilson didn't even retire.
He did retire,
He
didn't he?
No, he's still playing.
No, he didn't retire. I thought
No,
maybe
he-
that was a post.
No, he
maybe that
back-
was a.
no, he
that
just
might
a
have been a
backup.
bait post.
Yeah,
It was a bait.
He just
It was
a
a
It
bait.
probably was a bait post.
Yeah.
It was.
I just believed it because I like he was bad, so I
No,
just
he just a backup. He ain't retired.
I just assumed. I was like, you got bitch for the rookie. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Jameis Winston why they won't start him, but that's besides
But
the
you
point.
see how happy that coach was when he put the freshman in?
Rookie.
I mean,
I said rookie. I mean,
You
I said
said
freshman.
freshman.
I said freshman. The rookie.
But just wanted to throw that out there just because
yeah. But they played the Vikings, who had started their
The Vikings ain't bad though.
quarterback.
they started Carson Wentz.
They started Carson Wentz, who threw 2 interceptions that game.
And
Trash. It hasn't played. I don't know the last time Carson Wentz been on a
LJ
football
just don't
field.
like Aaron Rodgers.
I mean,
No,
JJ McCarthy. So you think JJ McCarthy's better than Carson Wentz? I'm just lobbing that up there. Okay. We only got one game of JJ McCarthy, who was even all that when he played.
He had a game-winning drive. That's more than Carson Wentz
No, it's not.
recently.
No, okay.
Hey, I'm just saying they haven't really been tested yet. The only team that tested them was their only loss, which really wasn't a test. It was the Seahawks too. So, I mean, let's see who they face this week because
They're going to be in the
week.
playoffs, and Aaron Rodgers is going to be looking good.
I believe they be in the playoffs and they get out first round.
We'll see. I hope they don't, though. So I need Mike Tomlin to win a playoff game, like for real. Like I need him to win a playoff game
He'll win it next year after he go find him an actual quarterback.
because Aaron Rodgers is not an actual quarterback guy.
Nah, he's old and washed.
Let's talk about punk ass LeBron right now.
God damn, man.
Yeah, I was mean.
No, he pissed me off, man.
What happened? Express your feelings to the listeners there. What's going
So-
on with you and LeBron?
So
About
yes,
one of them $800 tickets.
no, I didn't buy nothing because I knew this stuff was gonna be skyrocketed in the nosebleeds.
Hell yeah.
And they skyrocketed like crazy. So LeBron put out a tweet was like the decision part 2, and like of a picture of like an empty gymnasium and all that stuff, like he's doing the decision again. Had the whole world screaming, "Oh, this is a retirement one. He's going to finally retire." It was a Hennessy ad. It was an ad for Hennessy.
How that make you feel, man? Go ahead, express yourself. How to make you feel?
I blame myself. I blame myself because this is not the first time that celebrities gave us the okie doke. I remember maybe it was 6 months ago. Snoop Dogg said he was giving up smoking, and I was like, "What?"
I remember he said that.
I did too. And
Yes.
I knew that one was fake.
I knew
Yeah,
the world about to end
but
at
the
that.
whole world was like, what? Like Snoop Dogg's getting smoking. Like, what's going on? Like, everything's going crazy. But then he just went. He went for like he was advertising a smokeless like fire pit, and I was like, okay, that's my fault for believing the hype. And then they did it to me again, so I have to blame myself. So I'm not blaming. I'm not listening to anything. And you know what should have been my first thought? What should have been my first thought to why this was an ad? Nobody was reporting on it. There was no real reports on it, and like if LeBron's going to announce his retirement, it's going to be on ESPN or something. They're going to broadcast it.
Right.
And I was even thinking, it's like, oh, where am I going to watch this at? Like, where am I going to see this? I was like, never mind. And then when I got up, it was doing my thing, and like I said, I forgot the times. Oh crap! Like, so I went to LeBron James thing. It was like, I'm teaming up with Hennessy. Like, you son of a. Like, I literally got annoyed with myself because I thought like we're gonna have LeBron's final farewell tour, and I feel bad for all those people who bought the $1,000 tickets for every city he was supposed to play in to see LeBron's last game there or whatever. I feel so bad for those people. Not really, because y'all dumb anyway. If you pay that much for a game, you can watch it on TV.
About the experience. Though.
Well, that was right. It was going to be. Everybody thought it was going to be LeBron last game.
Nah, F that. You're not getting me paid thousands of dollars for a 3-hour experience with bad traffic.
LJ, what you? Since Dad brought it up, since Dad brought the topic up, so how you feel about the LeBron pump faking everybody?
All right. Yeah. So you brought it to my attention. You had texted me while I was at work. And I couldn't believe it because I really thought it was going to happen. Because I was like, it would be the end of an era. John Cena retiring from West Wrestling. So he's gone. And I was like, it got to make sense for him to be gone. So I was like, because he's also going to year, 23, 24?
23.
23.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see, and like it made sense to me. I was like, oh, it's year 23, it's numbers 23, it's all making sense, honestly. So I mean, it made sense to me, but I wasn't expecting it to be a Hennessy ad. That was on my low bar numbers of what it could be. I thought some people would say that it was going to be an Amazon ad, because I was like, oh, that would suck. But I don't know which one's worse. If it was going to be an ad for Amazon or Hennessy. I'm not really sure which one's worse.
Hennessy.
Hennessy?
Far and away, it's Hennessy. Because Hennessy has a connotation with our people, and you know this.
You got it for it.
So for him to do a Hennessy ad, the pump fake to do a Hennessy ad, oh, that made some of the palm color people very happy.
Well, you'll see how Dad's feeling right now. So, but I am happy that he has not retired yet. So.
Oh, extremely. No, because I love LeBron. Don't get me wrong. Like LeBron, is so I'm old enough to remember the MJ era, so I was around for that, I was never, I was that person that said, yeah, look, Jordan's the greatest player of all time, but Jordan is,
I feel like
Jordan put up a lot of shots that were bricks.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
No. Jordan put up a lot of shots that were bricks, and that used to annoy me because his field goal percentage was never great. But it's keep shooting, you'll make them at that point. You'll get hot, and then people say you had a great game. Iverson was the worst of that. But that was a time to where your shooting guard's going to shoot. That's why it's called a shooting guard.
Right.
But I don't know. That was my biggest thing with him for a long time. Anyway, how'd you feel about it, Randall?
To be honest, I laugh because I I didn't expect it to be ad. Because usually when LeBron do an ad or post something, he will literally just do it. Like he will like, hey, this is an ad, hey, this is a commercial, yada yada. So when I saw, I don't know, was it ESPN? I think it was ESPN. I don't know. But when I went on Facebook and immediately saw it, I was like, oh snap! Either he said the second decision. I'm like, either he finna sit down and talk about him either finna retire or he finna go to a different team and do maybe a year, 1 or 2 year contract deal and call it quits. That's what I thought this whole thing was about. But at the end of the day, I thought this was gonna be him pretty much saying, "Hey, this my last dance," pretty much. So I sent to LJ, and I did not believe this was gonna be an ad. Cause like I said, usually when LeBron James do ads, it's not. First of all, he won't bait everybody because he already know the first decision was him going to Miami. So you naming this the second decision or staying wherever he said the second decision, everybody off rip gonna be like, oh, so he finna pull another thing. Either he finna announce his retirement or he finna announce that he wanna get traded because I want to believe a week or two ago, the Lakers didn't extend his contract or sign him to a contract or something like that. Something. It was he didn't sign something with the Lakers. That's all I know. And everybody off rip when it and ran with it saying, oh, he want to get traded or something like that. And so boom, he dropped this. Like I said, the second whatever, and everybody like, oh snap! So the rumor's true. He either finna get traded or he finna retire. And like Dad said, oh behold, it was an ad for Hennessy. So that's why I say he baited everybody because he knew exactly what he was trying to do. Hey, you muted that. You muted.
100%, 100%. He was baiting everybody. Like, there's no doubt. Like seriously, like.
Dad, this struck a nerve.
No,
He did.
no, because it was wrong. It was wrong here. Like some people go like say things about it, but like LeBron is my number is number one for me.
Right.
LeBron is one. It's one. Michael Jordan's two. Like this is how it is. It's just longevity and better skill set for me. That's what it is for me. But like, and people say, and I'm not even gonna go into that narrative that Michael Jordan would have won 8 straight. You know how hard it is to win in the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
You know,
hard. Yeah.
yeah. So, no. Anyway, but it would have been like an end of an era type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And he would have definitely got all other farewell tours and stuff like that. Some idiot podcast say he wouldn't get no farewell tour because he wasn't loved like Kobe. Like there's some people that just need to just.
No, he most definitely.
That's ridiculous.
If Dwayne Wade got a farewell tour, I know for a fact LeBron gonna get a farewell tour.
Hold on now. Dwayne Wade was that guy. I just want to say. No. I just want to say. I'm not saying LeBron James not going to have one. He's going to have a bigger one than Dwayne Wade. But I need people not to put disrespect on Dwayne Wade's name.
I mean, I already knew Dwayne. Hold on, Dad. Before you say, Dad, hold on, Dad. Before you counter LJ, Dwayne. We know for a fact Dwayne gonna get one because what the stuff he did for the Miami Heat, and I forgot when he won his first champion. Was it 03, 06? I think it was 03. It was one of those years. I don't know. But whenever he won. 03. When he won his first championship with Miami, he did a legendary run. He literally he pulled a Steph. He made that franchise into nothing else. Yeah, Pat Riley did a little bit, but when Dwayne came, he literally made Heat culture. We ain't had Heat culture until Dwayne came. So I knew he gonna get one. But
2006.
2006. Okay, I knew it was 03, 06. I knew.
03, I was still in the military. I remember being out of the military when he won.
Yeah, I knew he was on them 2 years. But yeah, I knew Dwayne Wade was gonna get one. But go ahead, Dad. You can counter LJ.
Like I don't know. I'm trying not to crash out right now. So
There's nothing to crash. I'm
No,
not
no, no,
saying that
no, no.
nobody was going to get
the
a.
way you phrased it at first, it was like like Dwayne Wade is better than LeBron, so he's going
I
to get his thing. That's the way it
no.
sounded. So I had to calm down, take a breath, get my woo-saws in, and be like, you know what? He didn't mean it like that. He explained it afterwards, but no, that's the way I initially took like, what do you mean? Like, but it's cool. We good.
I think Dad's just ready to go out. He's still mad about the Hennessy thing. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think I want to say everybody is. We were not expecting. Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably expect an ad, but not a Hennessy ad at that. Like you ain't had to do a whole teaser and say tune in tomorrow for blah blah blah. Usually he'll drop an ad and boom, that's it. But he was hyping this up like it was some major, just to be a Hennessy ad. Like yeah, so. But yeah, that's pretty much for the NBA. Because I haven't been keeping up with the preseason stuff. But before we talk about what the hell Cleveland got going on, Dad, I need to get your intake, and LJ too, but specifically you, Dad, since you've been tuned into the NFL longer than me, LJ. I need to get your thoughts. Justin Fields, this man is in the top 10 QB in the NFL. His stats are amazing. He got a good completion rate, but they 0-5. What's going on with the Jets?
When's the last time the Jets went to the playoffs?
Don't make me laugh.
No, I need to look this up because
Like I say, don't make me laugh. I don't.
Why do I feel like it was actually was it the year before they got Aaron Rodgers because they was turning stuff around? I feel like it's gonna be more recent than we think.
let me
I'm about to say I don't even
let me
remember
say
them
something.
even going to the first round.
The last time the Jets made the playoffs, the person who was currently known as being coked out and got stabbed the other day was their quarterback, Mark Sanchez.
Oh,
How long he hasn't been the quarterback for you?
That was 2010.
Yeah.
damn.
We're in 2025.
We was in elementary school.
Yeah.
For those who can't do the math, that's 15 years. The butt fumble has happened since
I
then.
take that back. We was in middle school.
2010 is last time the Jets made the playoffs. So what do you think is the problem with Justin Fields actually playing pretty good and the Jets being 0-5? It's organizational.
Goddamn.
Period. Period. Point blank. It's organizational.
Because I just want to throw that out there. Justin ain't the problem. I just want to put that out there. So, Dad, what can they do? How would, if you are on the board, how will you reconstruct them to where they could be a contender? Exactly how Detroit Lions was, and then Dan Campbell came in the picture, and now they some contenders. What will you do to make the Jets like Detroit Lions? How can you turn them around?
Starts from the top down.
You find everybody dead.
Woody Johnson, he's not going to sell the team. Because regardless, the Jets are profitable. Woody Johnson needs to stop talking to his kids who play Madden, make decisions for the front office. Because that's been reported. That's literally being reported that his kids said, this dude's good in Madden. You should trade for him. Or you should sign him in free agency. This is real things that happen. So, get Woody Johnson out of decision making. Just sit back, make your money. Clear everything else out. Get the GM gone. Head coach gone. And just start clean. If Woody Johnson says he can let go, the GM do his job, let the head coach do their job, they'll be able to move forward. But until then, the Jets are going to be the laughing stock. And no matter how much talent they have, because they have talent, they have Brees Hall, they have Garrett Wilson, they have Sauce Gardner, Quentin Williams. They have talent on the team. It doesn't matter until the organization gets better. Washington had all kinds of talent back in the day. All kinds of talent. Wasn't good to we weren't good to it like we are now until we changed up the organization. So come from the top down.
LJ, what you think? What you think going on with Fields and the New Jersey Jets?
I mean,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, it's just the Jets. They suck. I mean, obviously it's been like that for at least 15 years, but since I've known them, I've always known them as a bottom 50 team. So, I mean, if you want to know how to fix it, I mean, I guess you go that approach and just fire everybody and get everybody out of decision making. Or if you said something about the Lions, you go find you an actual head coach that's crazy, like Dan Campbell. And then maybe he can put in a culture that helps people win. But, I mean, I know they have a really good defensive player, and then Justin Fields he looks okay for right now. But that's all I know who's on that team for real. So,
Well, he haven't been throwing no intersections, and his passing yards is up there. I think he's top 5, top 10 right now.
and that's good. But again, it's nice that he has good stats. But the best stat is winning.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I'm not saying he's the only one who got to go out there and win. I'm not saying that. But I mean, you can have the best stats all day and still look trash. I.e., how everybody thought Arch Manning was back, and then they played Florida and somehow lose. So,
I'm glad you brought that up. What is going on now for the listeners out there?
Can I say something real quick before you talk about this Texas thing?
Yeah.
The Browns made the playoffs in 2023.
maybe that's what I was thinking of. The
Wasn't
Browns.
Watson the QB or no?
I think so. No, it was Flacco. Flacco was the QB.
Okay.
Yes. You're telling me the Jets couldn't back into a playoff spot in 14 to 15 years?
Nope.
They cannot go on a little win streak playing against weaker teams and just you know what? We made the playoffs. 15 years?
Hey, I don't know what to say.
They was the weaker team for every other team. That's what it was.
That's exactly what it is.
I don't know what to say. But well, hey, there's always next year. I mean, at least before we talk about Archie, at least the QB is not the problem. That's one thing. The Jets don't have to worry about it. At least Justin Fields is not horrible this year. He actually decent. We just don't know what the hell going on to the point why they lose the game. That's it. So at least they got one. They got one part down. They got a good QB. They just need to figure out the rest. That's all the Jets got to worry about. So yeah, but we got to talk about Archie. That I need your thoughts because this is what LJ was telling me. So I sent LJ the text. I think I said Arch was a fraud or busted. I don't know what I told you. I forgot what I said. I said one of them. But you said that you think that Art is doing this because he don't want to get drafted next year, and he's taking his rank. And I said, or he's waiting to get drafted next year. So, Dad, what you think is going on in Texas right now? Why they 3-2?
That man done played himself up the first round at this point.
So you think he should not get drafted this year? You think he should wait next year?
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think they're gonna want him back next year.
Oh damn!
I think he's gonna be like, you need to go find someone who will pay you some NIL money. Like,
You think the
and,
SEC too much for him? You think that's what it is? If he was somewhere
um,
like Oregon, somewhere in I forgot what
oh,
Oregon is.
he beat Bo Nix in Oregon.
Why he had a
No,
okay?
no, 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 no. I'm doing a side by side comparison. Okay. SEC floundering was supposed to be good, supposed to be great.
Yeah,
Didn't pan out. Goes to Oregon and lights it up.
I mean ball out. What's conference Oregon in? They in Pac-12, ain't?
Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Big
I
Ten.
said Pac-12. Big Ten.
Okay, okay, wait, hold on. With that Bo Nix, you're right, but with Bo Nix, he had you saw the you like saw it in Bo Nix, like he could be good. With Archie Manning, he has not looked good at all this season unless your name is Sam Houston.
This season, yeah. Because last season when he played a couple of games, he looked great.
But I feel like that's because there was no pressure on him. And did he
None.
really face anybody those 3 games? I don't think so.
Not-
I was
Right.
gonna say
So
the ranked teams that he did for. I mean, played against. They was up like 4 or 5 touchdowns. So you got a point.
right. So that's the whole thing. He faced when last season he didn't face nobody in the 3 games he started. I think 2 of them was legitimately FCS teams, and then one of them I want to say was it was one team that was just floundering in the SEC.
Yeah.
I forgot who it was. Because it was worse than Auburn last year. I think it was last in the SEC. I can't remember who it was.
Right.
But then you turn around, and this season he now has full reigns of it. And I mean, maybe it's because didn't the offensive coordinator from Texas get snatched up? Or was it the defense? One of the coordinators did. I'm not sure. I want to say it was the offensive coordinator, and they have a new offensive coordinator in there, and maybe that's why they're having problems. He's not really liking the play style of the offensive coordinator or whatever they're looking for. But Dad probably right. He needs to go probably to Oregon, go get with Dan Lanning, and become Bo Nix 2.0. But like I said, with Bo Nix, I like some of it was because he was being Bo Picks at times, and then other times it was because he did go through 4 different offensive coordinators and 2 head coaches. So at Auburn, so you got to take that with a grain of salt.
I think, and I hate to say this because I'm agreeing with that. He's another Bo Nix. He's a good QB, but the SEC is just too much for him.
Again, I don't know if he's a good QB. We haven't seen we only seen him dominate the bottom tier teams, which they should have dominated Florida.
They should.
But right, Florida is floundering right now, and we're getting ready to fire Bill Napier, and now Bill Napier probably got his job saved until the end of the season. Probably, I still think he's gone, but
Right.
until the end of the season, he's still there. But I have not seen anything from Arch Manning. It was so bad last week during that Florida game. People start going through his high school highlights and was like, they were saying, "Oh, he was trash in high school. We just saw like the only times he was actually okay.
Right.
He was trash." That's what people start saying. Now, is that true? I have no idea. That was just people on the internet talking, right?
Right.
So, but I mean, at this point in time, who knows, man?
I just that's what I just think. Cause he's not getting. If he was getting blown out by these teams, then I'd be like, yeah, no matter where he go, he gonna be garbage.
Well, that wouldn't be his fault. That'd be the defense fault.
I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if the score. I was trying to say it like that. If he scored like 7 points, 3 points, 14, no more than like 20 points. But he actually, he got some good stats. He got, I don't know how many yards he's thrown for, but it's not like horrible. That's why I got a feeling like if the SEC is just too much for him. If he went somewhere else to a different conference, then it would have been a different story.
But I mean, the other, well, I'm going to say the other two Mannings did pretty good in the SEC, but I really don't know how well Eli did at Ole Miss.
Mm,
Did he won it? Did he win?
they were okay.
I was it, did
No.
they?
They went to bowl
Peyton,
games. That's pretty much it.
wasn't Peyton up for the Heisman in Tennessee?
He didn't win the Heisman.
Well, he was still up for it. I mean, we were
So was
finalists.
Arch.
Was he? This?
They were talking about day one, the Arch for Heisman.
Oh, I'm talking about at the end. I'm not talking about at the
Yeah, I mean,
beginning.
he was pretty close. Like,
Those are two different things.
I'm
Do we
about-
not remember when? Who was that quarterback? God dang it. Dang, it was the quarterback. It was the quarterback from last year.
For who?
Oh, Alabama quarterback. He was a Heisman.
You talking about Jalen?
Yeah, Milrow.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be a finalist for the Heisman. What happened to him?
The only reason why because he had a whole bunch of rushing yards to go with passing. That's why.
Randall, that man should have never been up for that Heisman debate.
No. I'm just saying. That's the reason why they put him. That's why they was. That's why he was in talks because he had. They would call him what you call it 2.0 because he had like a whole bunch of rushing yards on top of a whole bunch of passing yards. And a good and a decent amount of rushing TDs as well for a QB. That's the only reason why he was considered, getting a Heisman that year.
I still say Alabama quarterbacks don't do well in the NFL. They do not transition well.
You saw that play where he flicked the ball.
Yes, I did.
Oh man, it's just the nerves. Cause you just look at it. Well, we ain't gonna talk about Bryce Young. I don't know what the hell going on with Bryce Young. Bryce Young may get demoted.
they won,
They won. Well, yeah, they won, but still,
came back.
but still, I don't. Yeah, but
They was facing Arizona, right?
Why you had to say it like that?
Because Arizona's stupid. I'm sorry. How you going to have back-to-back in 2 weeks in a row where you drop the football at the goal line? You didn't learn your lesson the
They
first
did.
time?
They did.
I'll never understand like dropping the ball before you
You just wait until your whole body crossed the plane.
take one more step, please.
Well, I will say this though. I will play devil advocate. In his defense, he was looking to the crowd. He could have thought he already passed it when he dropped the ball.
You don't have to think. You're on the field.
I was just saying. He probably thought he was already in he probably thought he was in line, and that's why he
You
dropped
don't
the
have
ball.
to think that you crossed the line. You will know you crossed the line. You just gotta use your eyes.
Like I said,
That's it.
he was looking at the crowd. So I'm guessing he thought how
That
close
why-
he was to the crowd. He was at the touchdown. I don't
And
know.
that's why his coach punched him. in the
Just
stomach.
Coach White's coach got fined $100K today for punching him in the stomach.
I would too if you pulled. We literally lost the game because of you.
He's a third stringer, like so. Like
Oh yeah, he
Yeah. Now he's on the practice
I'm about
squad.
to
If
say
that.
he may not see the field. But
I want to say that the currently Alabama quarterbacks in the NFL right now. The best one out of everybody, far and away, is Jalen Hurts.
I feel like the reason why Jalen Hurts doesn't have the Alabama curse on him because he went to Ohio
Oh,
State.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Now, my bad. Oklahoma.
So if we take him out, okay? If we take him out, okay? The other three are Tua Tagovailoa, Mac Jones, and Bryce Young. Which I'll argue this year, Mac Jones
Mac
is the best
Jones.
one.
Right. But again, so I was listening to a video about this. In that 49ers offense, a monkey with a broken arm can run that offense.
No. See, I hear you, but that's not true because Brock Purdy got hurt in the NFC Championship game.
yeah,
The first time the Eagles went in, and he had like a broken arm, so he couldn't throw. And the backup got hurt too, like busted his knee. So like, I mean, he didn't have an arm, and they lost the game. So
I guess you're right.
because he had to go back in the game, all they could do was hand the ball off.
I guess you're right. I guess a monkey without a broken arm can't play that position. Okay, so
But I will agree to something that Dan said a long time ago is that Mac Jones is just as good as Brock Purdy in the same offense, and it's proven
Right.
that he is.
Right. So, at least they have a competent backup if they do let Brock Purdy back on that field.
Brock Purdy get paid $50 million. He's getting back on that field.
You got a point.
Mac Jones just played his way into a contract. That's all Mac Jones. He played his way into a contract for next year.
With who, though? With the 49ers or somebody else?
And whatever the offensive coordinator the Niners go this year, if he goes somewhere, Mac Jones will be the quarterback he wants.
Like I said. We're gonna save the Cleveland part for last. But we need to talk about this because this, even though this particular person is injured, still, we need to talk about these two teams. We need to talk about the Chiefs, but we most definitely need to talk about this first. Is Baltimore? What the hell is going on in Baltimore?
Their defense is Basuda. It's trash in Spanish, in case for anybody knowing. And Lamar Jackson is out. And I will tell you that I will say that if it wasn't for 2 fumbles by Derrick Henry, they'll be have 3 wins right now. They'll be 3-2.
Damn, you think so?
Yeah,
because those fumbles were very costly.
Yeah, because that was both of those fumbles. One was a touchdown, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
And then the other one was icing the game for them.
Mm-hmm.
But which I was going to say, I don't remember Derrick Henry fumbling like this at all ever.
It's just a weird year for him.
Yeah,
A very weird year.
It's rare when before this. It was rare that he fumbled anything. Yeah.
So I think that I would take a look at that, why he's fumbling so much. And at crucial times, it's not just he's fumbling. If it was like fumbling and then they come back and win, it'd be a different story. It's fumbling where it's
Fourth quarter,
the fourth quarter, and
you're
there's
about
like
to
5
win the
minutes
game.
left.
Yeah.
That is like the right. It's like the pressure gets too big for him, and it's just he forgets how to hold the ball.
And what about Chief? What's your thing going on with Chief?
I mean, Trevor Lawrence fell twice, got up, and ran in the end zone. You can't script that. I mean, come on. Like, you can't script that.
He tripped 2 times.
Twice.
Then he shook one of the defenders at that.
Like, and people was getting mad at Chris Jones for standing there. What he was supposed to do? He
I
thought he was down.
I would defend Chris Jones on that one.
Yes.
If I'm Chris Jones and I see him fall, oh my, and it's not that he just fell.
He fell
It's that
twice.
He fell twice, but his team had already like surrounded him. It looked like, and had broken through the line. He was like, "Oh, surely they got him. I'm just gonna get ready for the next play." And the next thing you know, you see him going and diving in for a touchdown. You like, he's down, ain't he? No. Oh, I thought he was done. I thought y'all didn't touch him. I'm the only one who can touch him. What? Oh, okay.
I will say this till I'm blue in the face. Until I am proven wrong, there's nothing wrong with the Chiefs right now. There's nothing wrong with the Chiefs.
Why you say that?
Because the division is weak. The division is weak.
He got a point.
Because, like,
who in that division? I don't know.
Because the people thought the Chargers was gonna run it. They went 3-0 and forgot how to play the game. They lost to the Giants. Jackson Dart's first start, they lost to. They were up 10-0 against us. They was up 10-0 against Washington. Lost 27-10. They are trash. They are trash. So, let's, I'm happy for Keenan Allen. He's still out there getting yards. Justin Herbert's doing okay. Lad McConkey, whatever, trash. Quinn Johnson's doing better. But, you cannot tell me that their O-line, now I will say this. Their O-line is beat up. Beat the hell up. Both their tackles are gone, and their guard is hurt too. So I get that because we was getting all kinds of pressure on him. Von Miller had 2 sacks against them, like, and Von Miller is older than me, and I'm 75. You know, like, but like, if we're being real though, their line is beat up, but they're not winning the division. I don't even see the Chargers making the playoffs. That's the Chiefs' division to lose, and if if Trevor Lawrence doesn't fall twice, get back up, dive in the end zone, the Chiefs will win in that game.
All right. Oh,
So,
LJ, what you think? What's going on with the Chiefs?
I think all their black magic gonna run out. I think it's finally them having to repay the cost, and they just looking bad right now. But this is what's so. I said this about Alabama. I don't know if y'all remember this, but when Alabama lost to FSU, I said it's going to go one or two ways for Alabama. Either they're going to be absolute trash this year, or that's going to wake them up and they're going to run the gauntlet and be 11-1. Currently, it looks like they're going to run the gauntlet and be 11-1. Eventually, what's probably going to happen with the Chiefs is that they're going to go on an unprecedented run, and they're going to be like, oh my God, Mahomes breaking all these new records and da-da-da this and da-da-da this. Make it to the playoffs and make it through the Super Bowl once again. That's probably what's going to happen.
the Chiefs are never out of it until they're out of it.
Right.
Like, I know it sounds redundant, but the Chiefs are literally that team to where it's like, if they get in the playoffs,
It's over with because you know Buffalo can't beat them.
no.
You know the Ravens can't beat them.
The Ravens might not even make it. Like real talk, if I'm the Ravens, if they lose this next game badly and stuff like that, I'm not playing Lamar the rest of the season.
Just call it raps and just wait for it.
Yeah, no, real talk, because if they lose this next game and they lose badly, let's say if it's close, I still play Lamar because there's obviously fighting still the team. But if they lose badly, sit Lamar down, get a good draft pick, get a receiver over there who's gonna help out, or a high draft pick, or even a defensive player. Or if you say you get number one pick, you trade for whatever quarterback is hot. It's not gonna be Arch Manning, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? You trade it, and whoever needs that number one pick. You know, but it's okay. Like some teams take a down year every once in a while. You know, just to rebuild and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be like a bad thing for the Ravens to take this year off.
I don't know what to say because they won in 4, right? They won in 4, right?
Mm-hmm. Tied with the Jake Browning Bengals.
Yeah, I'm with. Man, before no, we need to talk about that too. Cause I'm glad you said something about the Bengals. Cause I said this, I told this to LJ. I think I told you this too, Dad. I don't know. I think I told you this a long time ago, Dad. But I recently told this to LJ. They need to trade Joe.
No.
They need to trade Joe.
No.
You did say that. I said you was crazy.
They need to trade him. He'd been hurt ever since they played Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, and they've been beating them. I think he beat them like 2 or 3 times. I forgot. And in the very last time, I think it was the finals, that Joe and Patrick Mahomes played against each other, and Patrick Mahomes finally beat Joe. Ever since that game, Joe been cursed. He been cursed. After that game, he's been getting hurt every year after that. Even in some football and where you want to call them people, even them, they were like, yeah, it's time for the Bengals to let Joe go. Joe deserved better. Just how they were saying about Tua need to go, they need to let Tua go because all the concussions. Same with Joe. Joe getting hurt. If he continue playing over there, he gonna get into an early retirement because every year he get hurt. He got some with his legs, now his ankles, knees, some all
He
that.
he got a bad turf toe right now.
Yeah, so yeah. When he come back, if he get hurt next year, whenever if he come back this year or next year, whenever he come back, if he get hurt again, they need to let him go. Cause some going either that or he need to fire his personal trainers. Cause yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, you go ahead then.
When the Bengals lost to the Chiefs, they didn't lose because Joe Burrow. They lost because an idiot had a late hit on Patrick Mahomes out of bounds. That's why they lost.
Right.
Who has the Bengals had on their offensive line?
Nobody.
The year they went to the Super Bowl, the offensive line was garbage.
Right.
Like, because I distinctly remember conversations I was having. I said it makes zero sense how the Bengals are winning these games when Joe Burrow's getting sacked and pressured almost every play.
Right.
You trade Joe Burrow, you might as well move the team. Because I'm telling you right now, because I know people in Cincinnati, I know people in Ohio. Okay, one of my closest friends has season tickets that goes there every week. Joe is not the problem. Matter of fact, they feel bad for Joe because he keeps getting hurt because he has a terrible offensive line.
Right.
And like I was talking to this person, all season. It's like you paid T Higgins, you paid Jamar Chase, you gotta pay Trey Henderson. Who's paid offensive line? And say, man, the running joke is we're getting offensive lineman off the street. You big and you strong, you can play offensive lineman. Don't damn feet work, damn technique, damn skill. Just stand in front of Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow never had a decent offensive line, and he's never had a good defense to have his back. They don't have no DBs to help him. They're getting torched. You have Trey Henderson who gets sacks, but like that's all they got. They are getting torched back there. If I'm Cincinnati Bengals, before I do anything, I'm getting rid of one of those big contracts. And Trey Henderson's already gonna be gone because his wasn't really an extension. His was like, here's more money, shut up and get on the field. We need you. And now just added more money this year. He's a free agent next year.
Right.
So that's you probably gotta get rid of T. Higgins to make more room for the offensive lineman. Because you can't get rid of Jamar, and you can't get rid of Joe Burrow. I don't even want to get rid of T. Higgins because T. Higgins is a dog, but you need to get offensive linemen, or at least draft one for goodness sake. Just draft one for me. Just show Joe Burrow, hey, we care. Because their teeth, not only is their defense bad, the offensive line is bad. So like they're going to be playing from behind all the time. If you're going to be constantly playing from behind, you're going to need your quarterback to stand upright.
That's true.
And you say he's always hurt. Last year he was an MVP candidate, Randall. Just last season. So you can't even say he was cursed. And he didn't have offensive line, and he didn't have a defense. So, like, what are we talking about?
Joe Burrow just signed his contract, right?
Joe Burrow's getting paid $170 million every year. I don't care, but it's not Joe's fault. If you get rid of Joe Burrow, move the team. Because
I just want to know how long he got left on his contract.
Like 6-7 years.
Oh my God! I was really thinking. I was like, if I was Joe Burrow, I had the best time of my life in Louisiana. Why don't I go back down there?
Hey, him as a Saints QB. Come on now.
I think
Come
that'd be
on now.
nice.
Come on now.
If you
that'd
think
be
the
nice.
Bengals have cap problems,
Him as a Saints QB, and they need a QB. Come on now.
if you think the Bengals have cap problems, the Saints are in the negative every year.
That's because they still paying on contracts, but them contracts gotta be retired, gotta be getting done with, right? They gotta be done.
The Saints are the literal. The Saints are the literal equivalent of that's next year's problem. They are literally restructuring contracts, so next year they have to do it all over again. It's never gonna fix itself because they keep messing up the contracts every year.
Who contract is costing them that much?
It's everybody. It's all dead money. And they keep adding to the dead money every year.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need them to go get a.
This is why
a
fourth and
CPA.
fifth round pick Spencer Rattler is their starting quarterback. You think they can
No.
pay a first round quarterback?
Don't remind me, Dad.
They cannot pay a first round quarterback to go there. They didn't draft Shadur Sanders because they can't afford to get a first round quarterback over there. Quarterbacks cost more money.
They gonna get a CNA, a CPA. What do you call those people that do the money? Whatever they call.
CPA or something like that.
Yeah, they gonna get one of those and fix the money. And then they gonna go talk to the Bengals to get Joe Burrow drafted.
If he wants to
trade him.
pay for Louisiana team, he takes his year of eligibility to go back to LSU. That's what he'll do.
He's go back to LSU.
Hey, I'm just saying. Joe to the Saints, not a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea. He ain't got no help now. Just think what's going to happen at the Saints.
I feel like if the Saints can get their money issue situated, the Saints line. Well, I actually don't know if the Saints line is that bad, but the defense seems okay. And then there's weapons, and I feel like Jamar Chase will follow Joe Burrow.
You think the Saints can afford both of them?
I'm sure they take a pay cut.
A what?
I
A
think
what?
they take a pay cut. Yeah. And I ain't got no professional team near me, so I just talking. Look.
No.
It ain't gonna hurt me.
You ain't gonna hurt
That's
us.
right. I mean, I ain't got no professional team down here.
We'll see. But that's not a bad idea though. Joe to Saints, hey, he played for LSU. But before we end this though, Dad been petty for a little bit, so we gotta be petty. What's going on with the Washington Commanders, Dad? Why they
We
3?
won.
Why they 3-2?
You could have done that when a couple weeks ago. You can't do it now because they look back on their business now. You waited too late.
You know,
But they 3.
Let me-
What's going on with them? Though?
let me tell you what happened. We had a good week one, okay? Let me check out the schedule. Oh, no, hold on. Because week 2, I think we played the Packers, I believe, right?
Yes.
Let me just double check the schedule because I have the perfect analogy for this. And you're gonna love it, Randall. You're gonna love this analogy. Okay?
I don't think you're gonna like this analogy, man.
We had a good week 1, really good week 1, right? Beat down the Giants. You could say it was a great season 1.
Oh God!
Bad week 2, very bad week 2. You could say terrible week season 2.
Oh my God!
We had an okay win in the week 3 against the Giants with the Raiders of our backup quarterback. You can see it was an okay season 3. Season 4, Not so great. Gets the Falcons backup quarterback. But where we at with our finale, how we got back together, it's a real story. Sort of like your Attack on Titan. Strong beginning. Pretty good ending. Trash middle. But we had injuries. I don't know what the Attack on Titan excuse was.
Alright.
Technically, that ending was also trash, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah, ending was pretty trash. But it didn't work my narrative right now, so I had to say it was pretty good.
Oh, God.
But when did QB come back though, Dad?
He came back this week. He beat the Chargers.
Oh, he came back this week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why I said you waited too late to do it this week.
Oh.
Because they probably gonna be waiting until they face an actual okay team.
We played the Bears on Monday night.
Y'all destroyed them.
Hopefully.
But there's a lot of parity in the league. Other than the Jets, take the Jets out. Okay, you have a lot of 1-4 teams. That's the Saints, the Panthers, the Giants. Take those out. Mm-hmm. Everybody else is like pretty good, and I think anybody could beat anybody on any day. So just those 4 or 5 teams.
As much as we talked, the Bengals are only 1 game out right now, 1 game behind, 1.5 games behind the Steelers.
And now they got Joe Flacco, who's going to probably also die behind that offensive line, but he can probably get 1 good throw a game in. Depending on how long he lasts behind that line before Drake Browning got to come back out to throw 4 interceptions. And I feel bad for Drake Browning because he did really good last year. But I feel like that line got worse for some reason. And the reason he threw all the picks is because he just didn't really have time. Now, I think 2 of those picks is his fault. But
there's some terrible throws out there.
Right.
Like I said, we gotta wait and see. But the last thing, Cleveland Browns. They said it. I'm gonna say this, then y'all could put y'all 2 cents in. They setting Shador up for failure. I watch my word.
How is this setting Shador up for failure?
Because hold on, let me check this schedule. Because this is what they're gonna do.
I have a question before you find all of that stuff out.
Yeah.
Do the backup quarterback have to go in front of the media?
It's the stupidest thing.
Not a
the
third
string quarterback should never be in the media.
Okay.
It should never be in front of the media.
So Shador should just not go in front of the media.
They're coming to him. In his defense, they are coming to him.
That's true. And what he needs to do is he needs to walk away and go.
He can't. He'll get fined.
Are you sick? He's the third string. Will you find the third?
They know he will get fined if he walks away. It doesn't answer questions.
Yeah, they go. Yeah, because that's why Marshawn Lynch had to do his thing with the Skittles and all that. Skittles.
But Marshawn Lynch was a starter.
No,
this man was a third string quarterback.
He would get fined.
Yeah, obviously.
And he don't make enough NFL money to be taking fines right now.
I'm about to say, it's in their contract now. Yeah, if you don't do an interview, you get fined like 10.
I think that's so
like
stupid.
some couple
I can
$1,000.
understand if you're a starter. I can understand if you're second string. And which he is now, but he was the third string, 4th string quarterback for a long time. What is he doing? If I'm telling you, before media comes into the locker room, I'm out of the locker room. I'm gone. You will never find me.
No, he can't do that because you'll get fined.
Yeah, like I said, it's in the contract.
But it's not my fault.
You have to make yourself available. You have to make yourself. That's a literal rule in there. You have to make yourself available.
Yeah. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
I think that's the stupidest thing.
That's why all them players be doing them contracts or before they do a shower or whatever.
Well, then what he needs to do is say yes and no to every question.
You see what he did with the interview?
That was a Rex Ryan shot. That was a shot at Rex Ryan.
That was a shot at Rex Ryan, but he needs to stop doing that too. Don't do shots. Don't do nothing.
I agree.
Just when they ask the question, be like, yes, no, I don't really know, and move on.
Like he should not be getting asked questions. Like it's ridiculous. He should not be getting asked questions. Period. No third string quarterback or even a second string quarterback should be getting asked questions like that. It's ridiculous and it's baiting. They are baiting that man every time. They want him to say something for their headlines. They want that. So I think it's complete BS how they're treating him like that.
And I feel like he knows that, but he's still feeding into it.
He can't. Yeah, I agree. He knows, but like, what's he gonna do? He can't.
You can't do nothing about it.
He has to answer the questions.
Right, but most of those questions, all you have to, I mean, there's media training for a reason, and I know he has it. He don't need to give like his dad answer when he was prime time playing for the Olympic Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. What he needs to be saying is, "Oh yeah, that's a situation. I don't know what's really going on, or just I don't know. Just be as PR as possible and get out of the situation. If you be as PR as possible and be boring." They gonna stop coming to.
That's not in his DNA. He can't be boring.
He gonna have to learn that because everything that comes out his mouth is being twisted, or it's just being. It's just not a good look for him, and it making him look worse and worse by the minute. So I just think for him to essentially eventually be able to play on the NFL field. He just needs to be as PR and babyish as possible. Don't say nothing crazy. Don't do nothing crazy. You just there. You work, and that's it. And that he gonna have to learn that. He should know that. Because honestly, I'm starting to believe he did get himself in trouble in the drafts at those draft situations. And those NFL people were just like, we're going to teach him a lesson. Because he's
No, it was definitely a lesson thing. It was
Right.
definitely make an example out of him.
Right.
But like, I get fault the person for being himself. Like that's like
And I'm not
sometimes
saying that he can't be himself, but right now, there's a time
Time and a place.
and a place
right.
to be yourself.
No, you're right.
Once you start balling out and showing everybody that they was wrong about you, then you can start talking.
I as much as I blame the media just as much as not more. Like period. Because on no planet Earth should a third string quarterback ever get a post game interview. Like he didn't even sweat. Like so, like what are we doing? Like that part annoys me more than anything is that the media wants this guy to say something. They're looking for a story, so they're going to the third string quarterback. Well, second string now, but
Are we sure he's the second string? Don't they have another quarterback?
no, it's just
It's just those two now.
for right now. It's just those two.
I thought there was a third quarterback.
They might
no,
sign-
he got dropped. That's right.
Yeah, they might sign Tyler Huntley back or something like that if he's not on with another team, but no, it's the way I see it. I look at the schedule. Dylan Gabriel, unless Dylan Gabriel lights it up, they're going to replace him during the bye week. They put Shadeur in because the next few games the Browns have is Steelers, Dolphins, Patriots, and then there's the bye. After the bye, you have the Jets, Ravens, Raiders. Perfect time to put Shadeur in.
Or you just keep Dylan Gabriel in.
You could keep Dylan Gabriel. But I'm saying if Dylan Gabriel does what Dylan Gabriel does, he's probably going to be replaced by bye week.
I can see that. I can see that. But I don't know. I just got a bad feeling that Cleveland's just gonna do him wrong. Like I just got a feeling. We know
They've already done him wrong.
That's what I'm saying. When it comes to these games, they gonna do it wrong. Like well, they play the Steelers, so they ain't gonna do it wrong. But I got a feeling. Let me go back. That they gonna put him in if Lamar come back. Is Lamar coming back this season or he out?
He's week to week, but he's not gonna play next week.
So
they say week 7 he might be coming back.
So November 16 he should be back.
If like unless they're tanking, like I said before, they probably should tank. Because that's my opinion. Like if they get blown out this week, I should sit Lamar out. It's like, you know what, you don't need this.
But around the end of the schedule, is where they play a lot of tough people because they last 6 games. They play Steelers, Bills, and the 49ers. And I just got a bad feeling that he gonna put him in those games, have him start those games, and have him get blowed out and prove that like, hey, this is the reason why we didn't start him because he's not this good, blah blah. I just got that.
Any
That's go ahead.
any competent coach will put him in during the bye week. If you're gonna switch him, you put him in during the bye week. That way he get more practice and he can do everything and learn more first team stuff, do all the things you need to do. You do not put him in if unless Dylan Gabriel balls out, okay, and he earns that job and he keeps that job. If he's playing bad, because Dylan Gabriel is not going to be out there making too many mistakes. To be honest with you, he's not going to be out there making too many mistakes. So, but his problem is he's not going to drive the ball either.
Right.
So, like, if they feel like Dylan Gabriel's not the guy and they want to replace him, it has to be during the bye week, or you don't do it.
You think they're gonna do that then?
I think it's going to be during the bye week.
What you think?
I think they just going to keep playing getting Gabriel
Something happened.
until either he gets hurt or for the rest of the season. And then what's going to end up happening is they're going to, as a final FU to Shadur, they're going to drop him at the end of the season.
That's what I'm thinking. Where you playing against some hard ass NFL teams. That's what I think.
No, I don't think Shadur plays. I think they just drop him at the end of the season. Once the season over, they're gonna be like, okay, you're gone. Good luck finding another team.
You think
Yeah.
that drop? Oh.
I think as the final FU, that's what they do.
I wouldn't doubt it now.
I don't know. I will say Shadur does come off cocky, sometimes immature. I get all of that. But he's not the first one, and he ain't gonna be the last one.
Right.
But I really do think they try to teach all these. They trying to teach him a lesson, his father a lesson for some reason. I'm not sure why. And anybody else who is going to be a second, third, or fourth generation NFL player.
All these NIL kids,
Right?
That
You can't come to the NFL making demands.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Shadur is. He's the example for everybody else who's going to come in, who's like Shadur, and thinking they about to run stuff. You're not running stuff here. You haven't, you haven't proved yourself. So
We'll see. But we'll see. But I just hope that whenever Shadur plays, even though he gonna lose a game, all right. Whenever he do play, I know he gonna lose a game. I just want him to ball out and prove the owners, cause even like whoever the owner, the manager, whoever came out and made that statement saying that he didn't want to draft or something. I don't know. I just want him to prove them wrong. That's all. So, but only time will tell on that one. But Dad, what's your closing remarks for our listeners that are out there?
Well, thank everybody showed up, and I apologize for comparing Washington's year to Attack on Titan. That was wrong with me, and I apologize for that. Attack on Titan's trash, and Washington's not. Okay, so thank you for everybody who's watching and is listening. We appreciate you guys.
I would say this: Aaron Rodgers is playing better than I thought he was. And he's not as washed
we
as.
told you this.
No. Wait, I'm not done. And he's not as washed as Russell Wilson, but I still don't trust him. And if they do get to the Super Bowl, or not Super Bowl, get to the playoffs,
Look at that.
right? I know they're not getting to the Super Bowl, but if they get to the playoffs, they're getting out first.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, all I gotta say is, I just like I said, whenever Shador plays, cause he gonna play, cause I just got a feeling Dylan, he's not gonna be I just don't see Dylan. He probably gonna. I say this. He probably gonna play the full game of the Steelers. I'll say that. But after that, I just don't see him playing the full game after the Steelers. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna throw Shador in there, maybe the second quarter, probably second half. But whenever Shador plays, 'cause he gonna play at the end of the year, without a doubt. Unless Dylan he just gonna be Tom Brady out of nowhere and just started balling out, but I don't think so. But regardless, Shador gonna play by the end of the year. But whenever he do play or whenever he starts, I just hope that he proves us wrong. Cause like y'all said previously in this episode, why in the hell a QB3 is getting interviewed if he ain't did a snap? You see what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say. I just want him to prove them wrong so he can stunt and make you know who pissed off. Cause I'm laughing my butt off whenever he was doing that in Colorado. But other than that, like Dad say, we truly appreciate y'all for listening. We are almost at 150 followers. I think we had not followers, subscribers. I think we like at 146. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, we had 146. So thank everybody for tuning in, liking, and all that stuff on YouTube and on Spotify. We truly appreciate y'all. We almost at 150. The goal is to get 200 by the end of the year on YouTube. So we got about 2.5 months, maybe 3, since this is the beginning of October. So hopefully we can hit that. If not, I'm happy with what we got right now. But other than that, my name is Randall. With me as always, my boy LJ, and the OG dad himself, and together we go by the name of the 2 for 1 Special Podcast. Hopefully y'all peoples enjoy this week episode, and we will catch y'all for the next one. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.